Welcome back. And so today we're going to talk about second round draft pick, Roby Jarventie. Picked up by the Ottawa Senators, 33rd overall. And this was seen as somebody who's a little bit off the board, too. Future considerations had him, I think, 65th. Hockey Prospect had him at 74th. I didn't see him rated by Elite Prospects. Mid 50s, I think, from Bob McKenzie. So what would cause him to drop? And why would the Senators take that pick? The Senators can take that pick because the Senators had 3 draft picks in the first round, and so in the second you can get a boomer bust type player, which is exactly the kind of prospect that Jarventie is. He's 6'2", 185 pounds. As far as playing in the top league in Finland, he's done it. Last year, 5 games played and just the 1 goal in Liga. This year in Liga, 4 games played thus far, 1 goal, 3 assists, 4 points. So again, this is a player who, having played this year, I think maybe the Senators looked at him and said, actually he's progressing pretty well. We should take this guy in the second round. So Jarventie they take, and his strengths are shooting accuracy, teamwork, strength, and speed, though the shooting accuracy really stands out amongst his qualities. It is that shot that the Senators likely looked at and said, this could be it. Like I watched Happy Gilmore last night, and now reading his profile, I'm like, it makes some sense. That maybe it's sort of like that, except he's a better skater, obviously, than Happy Gilmore. So he had 23 goals in the second tier Finnish league last year, was on the second All-Star team, and that was over, I think, 36 games in general. So pretty solid stats for Jarventie. And I think that's a big part of the reason as well why he was on Ottawa's radar. Good skater, room to improve in terms of his agility. So decent stride, decent skater. Probably could use a little bit of improvement. It's that kind of thing that you can improve with prospects after they're drafted. And best goal-scoring Finnish-born player in the draft class. So that's the thing. They're looking at this guy as the Ottawa Senators would be and saying, you know what? We've already got Stützle. We've already got all these other guys. Jarventie, we could really hit that home run with him. One-dimensional right now. And that one dimension is strong enough that Ottawa takes him at 33rd overall. And the complaint, the reason that he slides down other charts is he tends to kind of float around the ice when he's not getting those goals. And they feel that he's inconsistent, needs to work on his physical game. He can be dominant one night and then disappear for a week after that. So this is how those guys end up in that spot. He's seen as a boomer bust prospect and as one of those guys where a scout will either be praised after or a GM could pull him into the room and go, so you told me to draft that guy. What were you thinking? Again, likely not going to end up on the team this coming season. Likely pushes maybe for a roster spot with the Senators a couple years down the road. The trick with him is if he stays that one-dimensional, really good goal scorer player, if that's his mold, if that's how he's going to end up, then that tells me he's a guy who will need top 6 minutes. And this is an argument I've made before with certain players that maybe don't make it in the NHL and they excel in other leagues. So fans will say, I don't understand why this guy doesn't make it in the NHL. He's clearly a really good player. And my answer to that usually is, their skill set isn't strong enough to push anybody out of the top 6 at the National Hockey League level. And their skill set doesn't work as a bottom 6 forward. They have to be top 6. They have to be in a scoring role. So they don't fit either mold at the NHL level. So they end up excelling in the American League. They end up excelling in Europe. And it just doesn't work at the National Hockey League level. So for Jarventie, we'll see a couple years down the road. Ottawa may be making room for him on the roster. And we may look back at this draft and say, wow, the Sens really hit it out of the park with that second round pick at 33. Or he may end up being a trivia answer for who was the 4th pick that Ottawa took in 2020. And, because we may forget all about it. But it is an interesting draft if you're an Ottawa fan because they took a lot of players. I know I'm wearing a parlay All-Star jersey from last year. I know this isn't their current logo. The jersey as is right now, I don't pay full price for jerseys, and there's no sale price for the current brand new Ottawa jersey, obviously. So I'm waiting until I get a discounted price, and then I'll pick it up. But that's why I'm still wearing The old thread, and I still like this logo, so I'm still gonna wear these jerseys, and that's sort of the way that works. But now they're all vintage, they're all throwbacks, all of them. So there you go. Let me know your thoughts regarding Jarventie, especially if you are a Finnish fan and you've watched this kid play. What do you think? 6'2", 185. Can he learn that physical side of the game and become a better all-around player, or is this just goals, goals, and more goals? And again, that can be a lot of fun to watch, though as a coach, watching the guy score a goal and then be responsible for a goal against, it can be frustrating. We know there's lots of players in the National Hockey League that have that issue as well. So hey, let me know your thoughts. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget, hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through you just happened upon this video. I will talk to you again soon.